interest rates. A lot of these in here just talking about how messed up the various banking situation is. Just like a slide. This is like a nature show for disaster porn. It's like it's like watching tigers, you know, little snakes or whatever. Like, here's a snapshot of how the world blew up. We arrived on planet Earth in the year 2020, and this is all we found. A bunch of sharks, my madman ripping up fiat money. Apparently, the entire globe went heavily into debt with negative interest rates, and then they almost savagely beat each other to death. A few people still have Bitcoin. They now rule the planet. Biggest bond bubble in 3,000 years. Here's a slide from Stacey Herbert. Is this the parallel?
Yeah! I was drinking, sorry, I should have done.
Yeah, oh, by the way, does anyone need me to unblock them on Twitter? This is the Bitcoin gang sign. I was doing this in Inglewood a couple weeks ago, and in Los Angeles, and somebody was saying, Max, how come the Bloods don't like Bitcoin? I was like, uh-oh. I don't know why. I said, because it's a crypto coin. A little gang here. So it's time to burn all this shit down. Right. I think we're at that time. I rip up money for $1,000 on TV. I'm doing my part. You know, here I am. It's a global revolution. You know, like I'm saying, we're at a revolutionary point. There's a revolution coming. The whole system's collapsing. And, you know, get ready now. You know, get Bitcoin now. You're gonna, if you want to help your friends and family, time to prepare now. Here's we've been calling on the Kaiser Report now the global insurrection against banker occupation. So everything since Occupy Wall Street to the revolution in Cairo to all these different groups, the Gilets jaunes in France, all basically have to screw the same thing. It's all a protest against fiat money and banking, and fractional reserve, and the disenfranchisement, and the stealing of wealth by the top 1/10 of 1% through banking fraud and banking tricks. It all comes back to the same thing. Everyone's revolting against the same thing, for the same reason. And so it was interesting to see that had made it into the French capital, this image. Currency of resistance. This is the famous moment when the sign guy, Janet Yellen, and he held up that buy Bitcoin sign. So the meme entering the consciousness of the banking community, the central banking community, is just bursting and leaking into the consciousness of the conversation. You know, it's just getting its way in, and people are seeing it. Joe Kernan having his moment of understanding on CNBC's important moment, and this is the Genesis block of Bitcoin. Famously, it talks about this headline about the Chancellor of the Exchequer of the UK on the brink of another bailout. So, in my view, this is obviously the creator is being overtly political in this sense, and he's pointing out these banks as the target for this thing. And we know from the cypherpunk history, there's always been a design to come up with digital gold. And the ultimate passive resistance. Here we have two heroes of passive resistance. This is passive resistance on a scalable passive resistance. Everyone can be passively resistant. With Bitcoin, you're taking yourself out of the banking system, which is the most violent system. Fiat money is the root of violence in so many different ways, and hard money is the opposite of violence. And so I think this is, you know, we've had messengers who have tried to bring us to this point of higher consciousness, and so now we're at that point again. Satoshi Nakamoto is in this league. It comes down to individual sovereignty. So you're in your own country, and you're at peace with every other country. There, that's your foreign policy. I am the country of me, and my foreign policy is I'm at peace. Thank you, and that's my foreign policy, and I've got all my sovereignty lined up in an unconfiscatable hard money, and I've got a fucking boatload of it, and then we're going to fuck this off. I'm going to be prosperity, and you're you're welcome to visit me or not. I don't give a shit. But I don't need, you know, all the third-party verification. I don't need Congress. I don't need the president. I don't need the WTO. I don't need the World Trade Organization. I don't need the World Bank. I don't need all that. I don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. I'm individually sovereign. Never before possible. Talked about, speculated about, philosophized about. It's never ever possible in sold Bitcoin. It's actually the first time that has been possible on a scalable business all throughout anywhere you can get on. You can only hear you. Oh yeah, so Deutsche Bank is, they alluded to, is probably going to be the next Lehman Brothers. They're completely bankrupt. They're going to go out of business. And one of their solutions a week ago was to create a bad bank. And obviously, how do you create a bad bank when they're already a bad bank? It's a world of infinite regress. You know, fiat money refers to other fiat money. The yen refers to the pound, refers to the dollar, refers to other fiat money. There's no hard money in the equation anywhere. It's just one snake eating its own tail. And shut up, there's something going. Throw that man out.
Let's
I'm only
fight.
joking. Jesus, I'm not going to block him right here live. I'm like him in person. I can't do it. Okay. Venezuela doesn't have enough money to print more money. That's how messed up it is in Venezuela. They don't have enough money to print more money.
Yeah. How many gold bars for Bitcoin?
Too many zeros. More money printing stuff. Every fiat money since the Romans has gone out of business, collapsed. 152 fiat currencies have failed due to hyperinflation, 24 years the average lifespan. So all this free money, because this is the guaranteed fate of the US dollar, is every single paper money always goes to zero. You know, so here's the Weimar Republic, wallpapering their house with money. Venezuela, the streets are littered. Look, we've got a little Venezuela right here. Right? Am I right? What's the difference? Really? At this point, very little when it comes to the money. You know, at one point you could say that there was a difference.
Your gallery pulled down a little bit.
Yeah. I'm behind this post. You're behind this post, and I can see you, and you're loud, and I can come over there and spank you. I'll give you $1. It'll cost you $50. Dude, where's this chatter coming from? Oh, you! Hey, I apologize to you. And you with the Bitcoin shirt. Yeah. Separate! You need to separate because you're too chatty. Okay? After the show. Jesus, I'm going to call your mom.
No disrespect.
Yeah, bullshit. Alright, what else? Alright, here's a gold mark in German Weimar. Here's the price of gold. Look, $1 million. Or $1 trillion, excuse me, $1 trillion. From 1 to 1 to $1 trillion to 1. So that's where gold is going down. A lot higher. Here's Paul Krugman for the New York Times. Fiat currencies have underlying value because men with guns say they do. Right? What do they say? Fiat money is violence. He's saying that fiat money has no value without the violence. That's the New York Times. He's the Nobel Prize-winning economist. When he said, what's the intrinsic value? What's the real value? Nothing, but we have guns. Okay. What about when we can't, like in the Roman Empire, buy the guns anymore? With 150 military bases, we can't feed the gas. The biggest buyer of gas every day is the U.S. military. $250 million worth of gas every day to fill America's tanks and jets and all that other shit. So let's say gas goes to, if the dollar collapses, gas goes to, $30 a gallon. Now all that hardware is sitting out in the desert can't do shit. And this idiot's hiding under his desk, wishing he had Bob Pickle. Don't be like Paul. Here he is again. He said during the dot-com era, by 2005 it will become clear that the internet's impact on the economy has been no greater than the fax machine. Since 1998. Okay, he's the lead economist for the intelligentsia of America. Look to this guy. Bitcoin is peace and harmony. Now you get down the rabbit hole, peace and harmony. Are you ready? The Tao of Bitcoin. Bitcoin follows its own path. It doesn't care about your desires. It can neither be controlled or understood. It's easier to work within the rules than to try to change them. Okay? Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Let it work its way into your consciousness. Don't fight it. The protocol knows best. The bank of nowhere just is. 69 quintillion, that's the latest hash rate. It's estimated that there are 7 quintillion grains of sand on planet Earth. The Bitcoin hashes per second are 10 times the number of grains of sand on the Earth. Okay, that's your security. That's your security. That's 27 zeros. I'm looking at you, that's right. I don't know why. Oh, look. Yeah, that's a lot of zeros. That's one septillion. Oh yeah, where's septillion? Here's a quintillion. There. Not 80 of those in a second. And the country should attack it. Go ahead and attack it. Attack it. Pass to your delight. Try to co-opt it. Control it. This is
beautiful.
So beautiful, man. If you want to just like smoke a doobie and check this out, this is what you do. This is the protocol searching for nonsense. Right? You know what I'm saying, right? So beautiful. This is the face of God. Maybe not, but yeah, they're chasing the nonce, and the nonce gets into more negative territory. This is my own personal belief that drilling for the nonce will drill through into a parallel dimension. Okay, I realize this is now getting a bit. That's just my personal thought. Bitcoin is code, code is speech, speech is protected by the Constitution, Constitution protects speech, speech is code, code is Bitcoin. That's a good one. I got 1 out of 100, great, thanks. Or it's another version, Bitcoin is text, text is speech, speech is free. Free speech is an inalienable right, protected by the Constitution. Banning Bitcoin is unconstitutional. Because it's speech, code is speech, code is text, text is speech.
Code is law.
It's already been tested by the PGP. PGP, yeah, they already tested. Yeah, right, this guy, Francis Pulio, is a very well-known guy in the Bitcoin community. He's talking about how it can affect the neurons that communicate and shapes our thoughts and rewires our brains. But, it sounds, odd, but the point is, like I was saying, our brains are kind of wired to peacefully trade. That's a more natural state. And we've been on this fiat money curse for a while, and we're all discombobulated and violent, and we're out of sync. So this kind of brings us back to a peaceful place. Peace and love. What if God is trying to fork us? So that, because if we're on some kind of suicide mission and God was trying to figure out how to fork him, he would introduce Bitcoin. Is that right? You said that. No, that's that. You're in the first row! He's a good student! Those guys are, we're being forked by God!
Forking unreal, man.
If If you meet Satoshi on the road, kill him. Right? So if anyone claims to be Satoshi, they're not. They're fake.
Greg.
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Greg Wright. Of course. Fake Toshi. He tried to pretend to be Satoshi. Now he's going to the Pope. Oh. Am I right? Yeah. Bitcoin derangement syndrome. It's like a protocol. You can go insane. Bitcoin, you don't change Bitcoin, it changes you. Okay? Don't try to fight the protocol. You can go insane. Oh, look, it's Roger Fair. Bitcoin derangement syndrome is real. Now, Roger, you know, it's like Satan, right? He was part of the angels around Christ, and then he became Satan, right? I don't know the whole story, but you can fill me in later. But anyway, he started off well, but then he went off. He became more satanic. His whole fucked up view of things has to do with the white paper and this use of the word cash. Because Roger Ver, the Bitcoin Cash crowd, and all those folks are saying that the whole white paper is around cash, but the way their interpretation of cash is payment. They see cash, they equate it with Visa, MasterCard. But if you go into the history of the cypherpunks that are behind Bitcoin, then you realize that they're using cash. You can interchangeably use the word gold. This peer-to-peer electronic gold system. When you put the word gold in there, you understand more what this is all about. Don't get confused by this word cash and become like Roger, a pariah now from the community, who has BDS, Bitcoin derangement syndrome, and could end up like John McAfee, with a bunch of guns. You know, who knows? But he also has BDS. I'm lucky because I've got Stacy. Bitcoin is peer-to-peer gold. Fight me. See, I'm wrapping myself in the American flag there. You know. So it's all good, man. This is the prehistory of Bitcoin. This is really how we get to this gold thing. You can study that. Here's Satoshi himself saying it's more like a commodity, typical precious metal. So Satoshi in his notes, his chat logs, and his history, he talks about it this way. This is about all these banksters. Oh, there's Jamie Dimon, financial terrorist. I say, unless you're running to lower the cost of financial fraud, raise the cost of financial fraud, you're never getting rid of financial terrorists. So another reason we have interest rate is zero, then it's easy to commit financial terrorism because you can borrow a bunch of money at no cost and commit all kinds of heinous acts, as Jamie Dimon does, funding like HSBC, responsible for laundering money for the Sinaloa cartel, 60,000 Mexicans dead, many by beheading because interest rates are too low. Predatory lending. The plunder of black wealth in Chicago, opening the way for fruitful conversation. It's on the reparations. You know, it goes back to this whole idea of interest rates and hard money versus fiat money. Here's the Royal Bank of Scotland tells its staff to let clients hang themselves.
Whew.
Here's the Australia's top bank says charge dead clients for advice. Central bank would create money to buy assets. So they just print money and buy stuff. So the value of that stuff goes up. But the money they printed is in the real economy, so that when you go to the shopping, you get less. Right, that's criminal, that's a financial terrorist act, an act of terrorism. Goldman Sachs created a security so opaque and complex that it would remain forever misunderstood. You know, so the synthetic subprime mortgage-backed collateralized debt obligation. You know, many times, this is a pyramid scheme. This is why interest rates are 0%, because these have to roll over every 20 days or 30 days or quarter. And since there's nothing there, it's insolvent. It's just a bunch of math that doesn't add up. They keep having to make the price of money cheaper and cheaper to cover the fact that it's just a huge Ponzi scheme and scam. They just add more syntax to, and that's why interest rates are low. That's financial terrorism. We have the biggest terrorism problem right now on Wall Street. That's where they are. That's where they live. Uber's underwriters. When I was working on Wall Street, and I did for many years, you could not. You couldn't engage in naked short selling. So you couldn't, naked short selling means you are selling, you're putting sell orders in on stocks or security that don't exist. You're just putting, you're selling 1,000 shares, but that 1,000 shares doesn't exist. And you're doing it to make the price go down. Because you can buy back at the lower price to make a profit. Okay, that's what a short sale is. That's your motivation for a short sale. So if you can just print as much stock as you need to bump the price down and then buy it back at a cheaper price, you can make money. So it's illegal. It used to be illegal, but now apparently it's not illegal. The Uber underwriters, they mispriced the deal and there wasn't much demand for it. The price was sinking. So they just printed up a bunch of stock right there on the spur of the moment and engaged in this massive naked short selling scam. And were able to wiggle their way out of it and make a few bucks. But it's massively fraudulent activity. That used to be illegal. So was buying back stock in your own company. That used to be illegal for obvious reasons. It promotes executives to commit massive accounting fraud. Why is Apple's earnings haven't improved in 10 years? But the stock goes up because they buy back their own stock. So it looks like the earnings are going up, even though the earnings have not gone up. That's accounting fraud. It used to be illegal. Now, Apple also, after 9/11, bought back, repriced their options to take advantage of the depressed price, thanks to Steve Jobs. Committed massive fraud. It's illegal, but they did it anyway. Wells Fargo Bank, $100 million for days for the student loan. We talked about it. Royal Bank of Scotland, they just destroy customers to sell the parts to other subsidiaries for a profit. Tens of thousands of businesses. The Boeing 737 MAX. While they were paying $9 an hour, outsourcing engineering and creating airplanes that were going to fall out of the sky, the company was spending $20 billion to buy back their own stock, so that the earnings look like they're higher. It makes the options for the executives go up, and they are cashing in billions and paying dividends for themselves, and like outsourcing, like on Fiverr. You know? Okay, that's financial terrorism. I mean, people are dying, they're flying out of the sky, right? Oh wait, it's capitalism. That's right. Oh, it's the religion of capitalism, and that's permissible under the religion of capitalism in America. So it must be okay. I'm sorry, I've got that mixed up. Here, the Lloyd's mis-selling scandal. Sales of insurance policies earned around double the points of investments. The pressure was so great that in one case, an advisor sold insurance to himself, his wife, and a colleague to meet the target. So there you have people working out the insurance, selling insurance to themselves, just to get the bonus. Total work incentive. Monetizing poor people. Here's Timothy Geithner when he left the job of Treasury Secretary, I guess he was. He went into the business of sending people unsolicited checks in the mail that the second they cashed it, they became indebted to a predatory lender. And then they had a subsidiary of a law firm that started making phone calls, where's our money? Tim Geithner.
Whoa.
And they refer to it in the Wall Street Journal as monetizing poor people. But yeah, the fuck is monetizing poor people. But what is it in the economy in act monetization of poor people? Very little. Fiat money is monetizing poor people. The US dollar is monetization of poor people. If you rely on fiat money for your life, you're in bad shape. Because it's always becoming more and more worthless. And it only feeds violence. And it's a very, very sick situation. So anyway, there's Tim Geithner, who's lauded on, Time Magazine as some genius, but he's out there slinging debt on the corner like some freaking payday lender, drug dealing. That's a deplorable. There's your deplorable, right? Here's a Ken Griffin, hedge fund manager, just bought a house for $238 million. And guess who he hired to be working for him at Citadel, his hedge fund? Oh, there's Ben Bernanke, former chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank. So here's a guy who said he could start raising interest rates in 15 minutes if he needed to normalize them once the crisis of 2008 was over. No, they've only gone down. Now we're in negative rates. And this guy's left town. He's advising that guy who just bought this for $238 million because this guy printed trillions. Like terrorism. Terrorism, terrorism, terrorism. I don't see any other word that can describe this more accurately. It's financial terrorism. Oh boy, this slide means I've been talking a long time. Well, I'll do a few questions and then we'll see how we do on time. This is more random stuff. What do you think?
Can you just double backflip dismount?
A double backflip dismount? Yes. I can. Because I have a mama chair. Yes, yes, thank you.